For 200 years, we've been conquering nature. Now we're beating it to death. Did you know that 1 in 8 people don't have access to safe drinking water? Well, guess what? This is the world that we live in. We are at crisis. Our world is running out of fresh water. You may be wondering, there's no way, our world is full of water. But the reality is, 70% of our Earth is covered by water, in which 2.5% is drinkable. 1% of that water is trapped in icebergs and glaciers. So it's been concluded that we may be at a possible water crisis. Even with the water we have, instead of using it with extreme care, we choose to misuse this precious key to survival. For example, it takes 2,500 liters of water to make an average hamburger. Most of us at this point must be thinking that there are no solutions to this problem. But there are. Before we get into the solutions, we need to look at the causes of this problem. And let's begin with looking at how we use our water daily. It's true that we can't stop taking showers, but we can lower the amount of time spent in one. We can't also stop brushing our teeth, but we can turn off the tap while we're not using it. This may not seem like a big change, but multiply that by 7 billion every single day. An average person uses around 136 gallons of water every day, in which 74 gallons are used outdoors and 62 are used indoors. It's estimated that at this rate, by 2025, 2/3 of the world's population will be facing water shortages. As you can see, the northern region of the Earth is facing little to no water scarcity, while the rest of the world is. The red represents areas where water is not physically present, and the yellow represents the area of the world that cannot afford fresh water. There are 3 main categories that cause these problems: pollution, agriculture, and population growth. Water pollution is not caused directly by throwing garbage into lakes and rivers. It's mostly caused by industries and factories that produce chemicals and waste. Some effects of dumping waste into waters and rivers happen immediately, versus others that may take months or maybe even years to affect the food chain in the ecosystem. Untreated human waste that is dumped into lakes and rivers creates many toxins that kill off many animals in the area, as well as makes that area a non-swim zone. Over 1 million seabirds and 100,000 sea mammals are killed every year by pollution from industries. Agriculture uses 70% of the world's accessible fresh water, in which 60% is wasted due to leaks in the irrigation system. Most crops that are grown are not made to grow in that certain area, which causes them to require more water. These thirsty crops have acquired pesticides and other chemicals, which are washed off by rain into nearby water bodies, which ruin the source forever. In the last 50 years, our human population has almost doubled, which means we require twice as much food, jobs, and not to forget water. Food relates back to agriculture, which means that we double the effect of it. Also, because we have 2 times more people on our planet, we'll need more water to satisfy everyone's needs. Because we require more jobs, more industries and factories will open, which means that industrial waste will also double. Now enough with the problems, let's get on to the solutions. There are various solutions to this problem, but the biggest one that companies and countries are looking at is filterizing saltwater into fresh water. This is due to the fact that saltwater filters are the solution to most of these problems. Scientists have developed a high-quality material that allows high volumes of water to pass through extremely tiny holes called nanopores. When seawater is put through these nanopores, they block out all the salt out of the seawater and also other contaminants that may be present. Nanopores are efficient because they're literally just a cloth that you run water through and you'll get clean, fresh, drinkable water in seconds. They're also economically efficient because they do not cost too much to manufacture and make, which means that the price will be very low compared to other filters like Brita. That's not the only way that saltwater can be turned into fresh, drinkable water. Another way is cost efficient, energy efficient, and also is environmentally sustainable. This method is another form of electrolysis. It's when you use electricity to separate salt from seawater to make it drinkable. Although this may be a form of filterization, no contaminants are filterized from it. Electrolysis is efficient because it's portable, it's cost effective, and also the energy is not electricity, it's actually solar power. So these are some solutions for the crisis that we're facing right now with water. Remember everyone, if there's a will, there's a way. For every problem, there's a solution, as long as we all work together. Benjamin Franklin once said, "When the well's dry, we will know the worth of water." Have a great day, everyone.